Hello, this is College Talk TV, and they'll be talking about Elder Scrolls Online, which I am very, very anxious to play. It comes out in the holiday season of this year, which is 2013. I wish I can fast forward to get the game. I actually signed up for the beta. I think it was about a week and a half ago, so I hope I get accepted. I mean, I have a gaming laptop, so cross my fingers. Let's see what else. So basically, the Elder Scrolls Online is pretty much something that's been in the works for a while now. It was I mean, there's always been speculation about it, but they officially announced Elder Scrolls Online last year in 2012, and the game is actually set 1,000 years before Skyrim and 800 years before Morrowind, just to give you like a sort of a timeline of how the game's going to take place. And from what I heard, there's actually a consultant from I think it's Bethesda and or ZeniMax or something like that. One of those two. I mean, they're both sort of the same company. But he said that at first is going to be a monthly subscription, which I think personally is probably only going to be like $5 a month. They don't want to have it be 10, 15, $20 a month, and that might rule out a lot of people who would probably already get it. So uh, but then the consultant also said that it would probably switch to free to play after like probably, I mean, I speculate maybe like a year. um, and also the gameplay of the game is going to be very much similar. It's going to be from what's been told by the videos on YouTube, and just the developers talking to the presses. It's going to be like sort of more action based, but it's also going to be people who haven't really played Elder Scrolls, and they're it's going to be they're making a game for them, and they're going to make it for people who are sort of new to MMOs, and so it's going to be they're making it so if you're just a completely new person, this is the first Elder Scrolls game you ever picked up. It's going to be like a very it's like, how can I say it, like a seamless you know playability of the game for people of all experiences with it. So just and also I feel like honestly I think it should be a little cheaper other than like $60. I mean, I'm still going to pay for it, but I feel that if it's a monthly subscription it should be like maybe 30 or 40. But oh well. Uh so and oh yeah, they also take away the first person view, and it's just going to be replaced by third person. This is speculated or rumored to be a feature in the game, because I don't know. I sort of like first person view when I'm fighting, or when I'm like in a place where I'm like searching like on shelves or something. I can look specifically for a certain thing. That makes it a lot easier. Third person is more like just traveling and stuff like that, and talking to certain people. So I probably use 70% of the time I use third person, and 30. I mean, 70% of the time I probably use third person. 30% of the time I use first person. Tongue twister. All right. And basically the lore of the game is Molag Bal, who is a character that you see in Skyrim. In the I forget what house it was. It's a house in Skyrim, and I forget what the city's name is, but it's like the city with the that's built into the mountain. All right, brain fart here, but anywho, he takes this is 1,000 years before Skyrim, so it's very it predates the game. So there's sort of like a sort of turbulence within the political realm of Tamriel, and Cyrodiil, which is like the capital province of the gaming world of the Elder Scrolls, is sort of like weakened by this. And there's three factions that emerge out of the wings of like because here you have like, here's Cyrodiil in the middle, and then you have like the Daggerfall Covenant over here. You have the what is it, the Ebonheart Pact over here, and the Autumnary Dominion over here. And basically the Autumnary Dominion is a faction of um, let's see. Oh yeah, the Ultimar, who are like the elves that are like really tall and stuff. You see them in Skyrim a lot. And they're that's like the race that leads them. and there's also Khajiit and what's the other one? Oh, Bosmer, and they're led by the Outermere Queen of the Ultimer, whose name is Queen Iron, who I'm probably mispronouncing. And they control the provinces of Somerset Isles, the Valenwood, and Elsewire. And then next you have the Daggerfall Covenant, which is led by the race of Breton, who are like sort of like the Imperials, and they're also joined by the Redguards and the Orsmire, and they're led by the King Emric, who leads the alliance and of the Daggerfall through the the capital city of Waywurst in the Iliac Bay, and they control the provinces of the High Rock, Ursnim, or the Orc province, and Hammerfall. And then the last one on the list is the Ebonheart faction, which controls the provinces of Skyrim and Morrowind. So they're probably going to this. If you join this faction, it's probably like the provinces you travel are probably going to be like the most familiar. And the Black Marsh, and this capital of Mournhold, which is somewhere you can go to, and what's that? Oh, Morrowind, and it's in the mainland of Morrowind. Mournhold, Morrowind. Okay. and they're led by the Nords, who and they're joined by the Argonians and the Dumner, or the Dark Elves. I just want to say dumber, like that's. I'm sorry, but okay. And then they're led by the High King of Jorun, and and this is pretty much like, so basically you can join any of these three factions and join any of the races within these three factions, and you start off in I guess you would start off in the province of what race you choose. I'm probably going to choose the Red Guard and join the Daggerfall Covenant because, I don't know, I always played the Red Guards, and I think they're sort of like balanced, like with, fighting and, what else? Oh yeah, like the other stealth attributes and the magic attributes, so I sort of like them. Because usually my Red Guard, he eventually ends up just being a battle mage, sort of, he has like swords, but he has like like a lot of magic and enchantments with it. So yeah, and I don't know if someone wants to like maybe join a guild. When the game comes out, I'm probably want to put my information now. I want to make like a long list of videos of the Elder Scrolls Online and what I hope for to see in it. So comment the video, like, subscribe, and thanks. Have a nice day.